CCTV footage captured a woman standing alone on a quiet sidewalk late at night. Suddenly, she bent down and placed both hands on the ground, taking the shape of a dog that darted across the road. Her white coat was left behind on the pavement. The clip quickly spread online, leaving viewers stunned. Some claimed it was camera distortion or clever editing, while others believed something far more unsettling had occurred. Whatever the truth may be, the footage remains one of the most debated and eerie transformations ever caught on CCTV.
2 years ago, a hiker set out to explore the Gorontalo forest in Indonesia. The forest had always been on his travel list, but by the second night inside it, he deeply regretted the trip. He was just setting up his tent when he spotted something straight out of a nightmare perched on a tree branch. The entity was covered in black hair and its eyes were glowing. It had not 2, but multiple horns on its head. When he zoomed in, he noticed it eating something with clawed hands. He didn't even want to imagine what it was eating, so he backed away quietly and decided to leave the forest at dawn.
A woman named Gina Rigney posted to her Facebook profile in July of 2025, stating that the following footage was captured on the security camera system she has set up inside her salon. The clip, recorded late at night, appears to show some unsettling activity that might make you think twice the next time you find yourself alone in a quiet salon after hours. If you look closely, you can see what appears to be a blue candy dish slowly sliding across a table on its own at one point in the video. There's no one around it, and it doesn't look like anything physically touches it. The camera also seems to capture lights turning on and off in the background, adding to the uneasy atmosphere. In her post, Gina explains that her mother passed away in 2014 and used to work in the back of the salon with her. She suggests that maybe her mom's spirit is still there from time to time, possibly responsible for small moments like this. For those who believe, the idea is strangely comforting. A mother and daughter still connected even beyond this life. Of course, there are more ordinary explanations to consider. The dish could have been nudged slightly earlier and continued sliding due to a subtle tilt in the table, vibrations from nearby traffic, or even air pressure changes from a ventilation system kicking on. Still, knowing the personal connection behind the story gives the clip a different weight. Whether it's simple physics or something more meaningful, it's the kind of moment that lingers, not just because it's eerie, but because it feels personal.
People in Phoenix, Arizona were already watching the cloudy sky when someone noticed a dark shape hovering above the city. At first, it looked like nothing more than a strange spot in the clouds, but once the camera zoomed in, the shape started to look a lot more unusual. It wasn't just floating debris. The figure appeared to have a body with 2 legs hanging below it, almost like someone suspended in midair. Then, as it shifted slightly, something that looked like wings briefly came into view. There are so many myths about sea dragons. Ever wonder why? Maybe because they actually do exist. This underwater camera, set up to monitor sharks, ended up capturing a jaw-dropping scene instead. A massive creature unlike any deep-sea animal we've ever seen. It had huge horns on its head, slithered smoothly through the water, and even appeared to have wings folded along its back. It looked strikingly similar to ancient Chinese depictions of dragons. But if something like this truly exists, how has it stayed hidden for so long? Truth is, we probably don't know half of what's living beneath our waters. If these terrifying ocean encounters pulled you in, hit like and subscribe, because the deepest mysteries are still waiting ahead. 2 years ago, a man living in East Jakarta, Indonesia, heard a strange sound coming from his kitchen. He started recording for his safety, thinking it was an intruder, but what he recorded made his soul leave his body. There was a creepy, terrifying figure peering in through the window. It had an elongated, pale face and sunken eyes, something that could not have been human. He got scared and called the police. They didn't find anything suspicious. He checked himself and discovered that the crawl space was open, even though he had kept it locked shut. Whoever this figure was, not only strong enough to break a lock without making noise, but also managed to crawl through that tiny space. Nothing like this happened again, which makes this encounter so perplexing.
Gotten in here.
At a supermarket in Tijuana, Mexico, shoppers got a bit of a shock when things suddenly turned a little creepy in the canned food aisle. On the supermarket CCTV camera, we can see some odd distortions begin to appear up and down the aisle.
Ahí empieza.
Ahí ya están pasando. Mira.
Ahí empieza.
But soon, things get even more bizarre.
Ahí ya caminó para acá. Ahí anda otra vez en las medias del pasillo. Ahí ya se va a arrimar las mayonesas, se empezó a aventar las mayonesas. A la bestia, se me enchina el cuero cada que lo veo.
First a few cans fall, and then a second later even more tumble from the shelf, almost as if pushed. A confused shopper comes to take a look, and even a store worker checks in, but they both dismiss the strange occurrence and just walk away. So is this an angry can-slinging poltergeist caught on camera? Or is it just a bizarre glitch in the CCTV camera, coupled with some poorly stacked canned goods? You decide.
Back in 2023, a strange moment was captured by a CCTV showing a man walking on a street at night. What made this video creepy was that after covering a short distance, he disappeared into thin air. Around the same time in Bangalore, India, a man was driving home when a terrifying figure suddenly appeared on the road and began to run toward his car. It had disheveled hair, glowing eyes, a pale face, and sharp black teeth, appearing to be a witch. But mysteriously, when she got close to the car, she vanished into thin air. Both incidents were caught around the same time, in the same city, just a few blocks from one another. This asylum in India has been abandoned for years. It was shut down after stories came out about mistreatment and strange experiments on the patients. After multiple lawsuits, the place was closed down for good. One day, a group of YouTubers decided to film there for some spooky content. When they went inside, they saw a humanoid figure with long hair. It was walking in a strange manner. What's even more terrifying is that it had no feet, and its face was completely blank. They ran to escape it. After they left the hospital, they wondered if that was the result of the eerie experiments that happened here. They were even more curious, but didn't dare to go back in.